Hello you wonderful creatures, I'm back with another video. I was gonna do a different video this week, but I've now decided I'm gonna upload twice a week. So I'm gonna upload this one on Tuesday, and the next one's gonna come out on Friday. Make sure that you like them, subscribe to me, and hit the notification bell down below just so you never miss me posting on a Tuesday and a Friday. You can be one of the first people to watch it. A quick disclaimer before we get into this video. I want to apologise in advance if I, at any point during this video, get pronouns wrong. As you've seen by the title, this is about RuPaul's Drag Race, and I am probably going to be using she as a pronoun for the majority of this video. However, if at any point I mean he or I get it wrong, I'm apologising now in advance before we get any further on in this video. This video is going to be about RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars. It is a conspiracy that has blown the up in the last 3 weeks. If you haven't seen it and you don't watch RuPaul's Drag Race, I urge you to watch it. Go back onto Netflix and binge watch every season. The only seasons that I'm aware of that aren't available on Netflix is season 1 and the other 2 All Stars seasons, but you can stream those online as I did at some point. Bear in mind that I just said that season 1 is not on Netflix. Okay, in case you don't know what All Stars is, I'll give you a breakdown of that first. RuPaul is a drag queen. He hosts a show, I believe, every year that is kind of a mix between America's Next Top Model and the life of a drag queen. I believe there are 7 seasons and then 3 All Stars seasons, I think. I could be wrong, but All Stars is essentially a spin-off show of RuPaul's Drag Race that she set up, where she brings back past competitors and they compete in a normal style drag race fashion for a place on the Drag Race Hall of Fame. The original show aired, I believe now 3 weeks ago, and it was a reveal episode where all the queens that were coming back were introduced to the audience. And we were all very excited about it. I definitely was anyway. And we all sat down and we all watched it, and there was a lot of confusion after the show aired. The main criteria for this show is you have to be a past competitor, and as I understand it, you can't have won your season. You can't have won your season.
You can't have won your season.
BeBe Zahara Benet is in the show, won season 1. It was not publicised very much. It was the first show of its kind, it was new, not a lot of people knew how much it was going to blow up, and it did, and it aired 10 years ago, almost 10 years ago, it aired in 2009. BeBe won the first season of RuPaul's Drag Race, and she is now on season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars, and we were all very confused. We're sort of like, well, why are you there? Naturally, as the internet does tend to take over these sort of things, there have been many theories on why BeBe is there this year. The internet went crazy. In case you didn't already know, there is a Handmaid's Tales theme running through this season, which is what the whole red cloak thing is about. I don't know anything about The Handmaid's Tale. Did try and research it. It's like a very long story and I'm not really about that life. I'm gonna go off of what other people have said on the internet. So essentially, spoiler alert, if you haven't already watched it and you plan to, in this season, there are 2 past queens that have previously won All Stars. They are seen in the first episode of the season in red cloaks, walking down, I'm assuming, an LA street. In the first 2 actual competition episodes, they can be seen at the very end of the episodes, just after the queens have been eliminated. I'm not going to say who was eliminated, just in case any of you haven't watched it and you do plan to. At the end of each episode, when the queens are sort of doing their little interaction bit after they've left, I'm really sad that I left, but like, I've enjoyed the experience and I'm so grateful that I had the opportunity and all that bullshit. You can see Chad and Alaska in the background, in their red cloaks, sort of edging closer and closer towards the queen that just got eliminated. And a lot of people are saying that this is a warning to us as viewers. There is a mole in this year's competitors. You can see where this is going. The theory is that BeBe Zahara Benet is a mole. She will never win a challenge, she will never lose a challenge, she'll just sort of coast through, sort of in the background but always kind of present, and she will always be safe every week, gathering intelligence on the other queens, so that either nearing the finale or in the finale, it will be revealed that BB is a mole, and she will then help Rue decide who should win the title. That's one half of the conspiracy. Everybody then said, okay, that's a really good theory, but why bother having her there in the first place? Why bother having a mole in the first place when her position could have been taken by another queen that has got the potential to win and is more deserving of the win? We go on to the second half of the conspiracy theory. So as I said, season 1 was not publicised. It's not even available on Netflix. You can't really watch it. So unless you saw the first season of RuPaul's Drag Race almost 10 years ago, you have no idea who BB Sahara Benet is. A lot of people are saying that after this season ends and the winner's been announced and all that sort of stuff, Ru then has enough winners to do a best of the best season. Sort of like a winner of all winners season, where she gets all the winners back and they all compete again for like the ultimate Drag Race crown. But if that does happen, nobody knows who BB is. And she wouldn't really be on the same playing field as the rest of the queens, because we all know Alaska, we know Jinx Monsoon, we know Raven, we know Tyra, all these sort of people, we know them all, but we don't know who BB is. The reason that she supposedly is there this season is to gain intelligence on the rest of the queens, not actually win the season, but publicise herself and let the world know that she is here and she exists and she's good at what she does, because she's very good at what she does. So that when this new season of The Winner of Winners comes out, she has a fighting chance of winning the season. Let's be fair, these days everything is done via social media, and we do know that Ru takes our opinions into consideration on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, etc, etc. So if nobody's talking about BB because nobody knows who she is, or if a lot of people are sort of there like, well, who the hell is this? She's not going to have a fighting chance. We've all already got our favourites. Like, I know for a fact if they did a Winner of Winners season, I am here for Alaska to win that. I am obsessed. I'm not really going to care about BB. So she's back in this season so that people know who she is, so that when that happens, people will be talking about her like, oh yeah, I remember how she won the first season. Like, yeah, okay, you go girl, okay. Like, that's cool. So we've got one half of the conspiracy that says she is a mole and she'll be helping Ru decide what decisions she should make when we get closer to the finale, who should win the season. And then we have the other half of the conspiracy theory that is she is there so that we know who she is when this new season comes out. Obviously, we don't know if the best of the best season is going to be a thing yet. I personally hope that it is, because I think that would be amazing. Don't know if this theory is true. We can only assume at the moment that it is, because if you saw this week's episode of RuPaul, this isn't really a spoiler, she is safe. She doesn't win it, she doesn't lose it, she's just safe. Again, I don't want to give too much away in case some people want to watch it, but I suppose if I just put spoilers in the description, you can't get mad that I spoil it. Let's just quickly talk about how in the background she really is, because if you think about the judges' comments on her this week, she basically had the easiest task. Let's be fair here. She had the easiest diva to portray. She didn't have to do a lot. It was very difficult to fuck up what she did this week, which makes sense because that way she doesn't win, she doesn't lose, she's done a good enough job to skate by. So I guess we'll have to just see what happens. I personally think and hope this theory is true, purely because the drama that will ensue will be amazing. The shock of the audience in the finale when it's revealed that BB is a mole will be everything. Until then, we'll have to just see what happens. But I'm under the impression that this theory it's not even a theory to me, it's true. Like, this is true. And if she does continue to skate by safely through every other week of this competition, I will continuously say she is only there to be a mole and to publicise herself so that everybody knows who she is by the end of it and we can all enjoy the Winner of Winners season, because let's all just hope that's a thing, because could you imagine? Anyway guys, that's the end of this Tuesday's video. As I said, I will be uploading another one on Friday, so make sure that you subscribe to me to make sure that you do not miss a post. If you want, I will continue to do the stuff that I did like last week's video, talking about the kind of stuff that everybody should talk about but doesn't. Leave a like, leave a comment, let me know that is what you want, that is what you need in life. Thank you so much for the great response that I got for last week's video. It meant so much to me that people actually enjoyed watching it, and I had quite a few people tell me that I should make new ones. So I will be here until you tell me not to be, and even probably after that anyway. Have a great week, guys, and I will see you on Friday.